Hey everyone, welcome once again to my Disney Dream Vlogs. This video, I will be talking to you about the My Disney savings account and some issues that have occurred with them. So stay tuned to hear more. Okay, before I get started with the vlog, let me just clarify a couple things. One is what many of you might be asking yourselves is, why am I not coming out in the video? As you've noticed, many times I do screenshots, and many times lately I've been just recording my voice or doing voiceovers for these videos. Well, as you know, if you've seen my videos, if not, I do suggest you go back and watch them. I am planning this Disney vacation for my family as a surprise, so nobody knows. So that is why it is hard for me to actually sit down and record, because usually they're always here at home with me. So it's much more practical for me to actually just record my voice, and then I just share these videos with you. I might add a few pictures here and there. Sometimes I can't, just for the same reason that I cannot sit here and edit a video and upload it when they are here present. So that is why you mostly only hear my voice. Occasionally I will share a screenshot of my screen so that you can see what I am talking about, if it's talking about booking the actual vacation or things like that, that you actually need more of a visual. But mostly these videos so far up until now are going to be more of a vlog podcast, if you could say that. But in the future, especially when I reveal the vacation surprise to my family, of course you will actually see us, not just hear my voice. So now that I've cleared that out, let me just go back to what the topic of this vlog is. And this vlog is about the Disney Vacation Savings Account. And just for reference, this video is taking place on July of 2015. And what I'm going to talk about is what has recently happened in the last few weeks with the Disney Vacation Savings Account. If you have one, you know exactly what I am talking about. If you don't, this is what's been happening. So if you are aware, the Disney Vacation or if you're not aware rather, the Disney Vacation Savings Account is just what it sounds like. It's a savings account that you set up online through Disney, and you can have automatic withdrawals from a credit card or a bank account, depending on how often you want. Or you can do actual manual contributions, where you actually have to go and do a one-time contribution, and you do it yourself or have it automatically withdrawn. Okay, so that's basically it. And there's other benefits. I have another video with more information. If you want to go check that out, go ahead. So this is what's been happening with the Disney Vacation Savings Account in the last few weeks. So a few weeks ago, around mid-June maybe, June 2015, as always, I usually go in and check my savings account at least once or twice every week. You know, just because I get excited. They have that little graph that shows how far along you've come and how much money you've saved up and how much you have left towards your reaching your goal. So I go and check it at least once or twice a week. And a few weeks ago when I went to check it, it said down for maintenance. Now, I didn't think much of it, because later in a few months back, maybe in April or even maybe May, that same issue happened, and it was done for a few hours, and then it was up and running again. So I didn't think much of it. So I checked a few hours later, and once again it was down for maintenance. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's taking a little bit longer, especially me thinking that, you know, they're doing maintenance, upgrading their system, especially with all the changes that are going on in Disney World, and them releasing the new releasing the dates and packages for 2016. I thought maybe that had something to do with it. Okay, so I left it, and I came back about a day or two later, and it was still down for maintenance. And I couldn't access, when it's down for maintenance, you can't access your account, you can't view anything. You just get that same, alert saying on the web page, it's down for maintenance, and you can't do anything. And so I started freaking out, because, I already have a good chunk of money there. At least a fourth of my vacation is already saved up in that account. So I got worried, but I waited a few days more, and about a week later I checked, and it was still, it was still down for maintenance. Now, a week later, and it being down for maintenance, you know, it got me really worried, and I started looking on the Diz boards and all these different Disney forums, and a lot of people were complaining that they were also having issues. So I thought, well, okay, it's not just me, other people, you know, hopefully this will sort out. And then long story short, I didn't receive any email or any notification or any contact by anybody up until it was actually more than almost a month. I think it was almost a month. At least 3 weeks it had passed before anybody had contacted me, and this was through email. Somebody contacted me and said, hey, this is the Disney Vacation Savings account, just to let you know that we are down for maintenance. Don't worry, you know, once everything is back and running, we're gonna let you know. We're gonna notify you. Well, still, I mean, as a consumer, I still want more information. Like, I want to know, like, what the heck is going on. But it was very vague, no details, nothing. So then I'm a faithful listener to the Diz on YouTube, and or I watch their videos, and they also mentioned it. So I thought, okay, well, this is not, you know, at this point, honestly, the worst goes through my mind. You know, what if this was just like a phony website, and I gave all my money to them, and you know, they're scamming me. Oh, but before I go any further, it's not just that the website went down. Let me backtrack, because what had actually initially happened was that they took $55 the day before I actually have it set up for them to do the automatic withdrawals. So I'm set up so that every Wednesday they take out an amount once a week, only on Wednesdays. What happened before it was down for maintenance, I had my amount withdrawn on a Tuesday, which I thought was odd, but the same thing happened the first time the website was down for maintenance. But then I noticed, you know, that they didn't take it out on Wednesday. They just took it that one time, and it continued fine. And then the website was running. This is back in May, and it was fine. But this second time, they took it out on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday, the website was down. And then that's, you know, everything else that I just mentioned happened. And other people on different forums were complaining that they were that money was being taken out of their account more than once, or more than the time that they had originally authorized for. In my case, it was only withdrawn one time. And actually, I got an email a couple days later saying that they had issues with the website, and that an amount was withdrawn out of my account before it was authorized, so they refunded that money. But then that week that I would have normally had that amount, it didn't go, because so it's like I had $55 less than planned, because they refunded that money and didn't take it out again during that week. But some people were complaining that money was being withdrawn more than one time, which wasn't my case. Anywho, so yeah, I was freaking out and thinking, like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Was this a scam? Am I gonna lose all my money? My hard-earned money that I've been saving and pouring my heart and soul into it? But no, thankfully no. Everything is okay. The website, because at this point, you know, 3 weeks later, I'm checking every single day, multiple times a day, because I am freaking out. And then finally I realized that the website is back and running, and I didn't even get an email notifying me that the website was back and running until maybe after a day or two after it had been reestablished. And I think this is because they were having issues, so they were waiting to notify people until it was actually fine. So all in all, don't freak out. This is my best suggestion, is don't freak out. Everything was fine. My account is up and running. My savings are there. And if anything, is just calm down. Don't panic and start reading through the forums, because there's a lot of people that are going to start just spewing their hate of Disney and how everything is horrible and how they're stealing your money, which they're not really, at least not in my case, because they returned my money and they did send an email. Granted, it wasn't as soon as I would have liked, but they notified me. I already knew this, but they refunded that money. They did not steal anything. Everything in my account is perfect. Now, what I do recommend is, if you're going to have, actually, I'm going to end this video now because it's already going at 11 minutes and I know it's probably really long. So I'm going to leave these next trips. I'm getting tongue-tied here, guys. I'm going to leave these next following tips on how to manage your Disney Vacation Savings account in the following video. So stay tuned for the next video, where I will be sharing some tips or some recommendations that I have for you if you're a worry body like me, so that you can be a little bit more, you know, rest assured that everything is okay and have your Disney Vacation Savings account in a safe, guarded place, and you can maintain some sanity. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and bearing with me. And until next time, keep Disney dreaming.